a scarf, a laugh, a supposedly magical potion. Across history, people have bitten the dust in ways so strange they sound like urban legends. But most actually happened. Ready for the weirdest exits history could invent? Welcome to History Fueled. Today, 9 of history's strangest deaths. Some tragic, some absurd, all unforgettable. We'll give you the context, the final moments, and the image that made each death stick in people's minds. Chrysippus was a 3rd century BCE Stoic philosopher famous for his logic and his temper. Ancient writers report that he once watched a donkey eat figs, found some joke about it, and laughed so hard he died. Ancient storytelling loves a poetic ending. So treat this one as reported legend rather than forensic fact. Still, laughter as a cause of death appears in multiple ancient anecdotes and is an irresistible image. Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of a unified China, obsessively sought immortality. Alchemists sold him concoctions that contained mercury. Many historians believe those mercury pills worsened his health and may have contributed to his death in 210 BCE. It's ironic, the quest to live forever apparently speeding the end. In 1771, Sweden, King Adolf Frederick reportedly died after a famously decadent meal: lobster, caviar, sauerkraut, and, as the story goes, 14 servings of semla, a rich cream bun. He suffered severe indigestion and passed away. Whether it was food, an underlying condition, or a dramatic legend, the image of a king undone by dessert is perfect for our list. Modern tragedy. The American dancer Isadora Duncan was a pioneer of modern dance. In 1920, her long scarf caught in the open wheel of a convertible and pulled her from the car, breaking her neck. It's a cautionary tale about fashion meeting physics. In 1912, tailor inventor Franz Reichelt tested a wearable parachute by jumping from the Eiffel Tower. It did not work. He fell to his death in front of horrified onlookers. The image of a man in a homemade winged suit striking the earth below is one of early aviation's most gruesome cautionary tales. Inventor Thomas Migley Jr. is infamous for creating leaded gasoline and chlorofluorocarbons. Paralyzed in later life, he designed a system of ropes and pulleys to lift himself from bed, and tragically became entangled and died of strangulation at age 55 in 1944. It's a bitter irony, a brilliant mind undone by his own mechanical aid. Weird doesn't always mean ancient. Each year, people are killed by toppling vending machines after trying to tip or shake them for a stuck snack. They're heavier than they look. The incidents are tragic and strangely common enough to make the list. In the age of the smartphone, vanity can be fatal. From cliff edges to train tracks, numerous documented cases across the 2010s show people risk and lose their lives trying to capture the perfect shot. It's a new chapter in human stupidity with very real consequences. Sigurd the Mighty was a Viking earl in the 9th century Scotland. After defeating an enemy chieftain in battle, he took a gruesome trophy, the man's severed head, tied to his saddle. But as Sigurd rode home, the head's teeth scraped his leg. The wound grew infected, and before long, the victorious earl was dead, killed by someone already in the grave. Aeschylus, one of ancient Greece's greatest playwrights, reportedly met an ending worthy of tragic theatre. According to legend, an eagle mistook his bald head for a rock, dropped a tortoise to crack it open, and struck him dead. a man who wrote about destiny undone by a bird's lunch. James Betts, a Cambridge student in the 1600s, was secretly seeing a woman against her family's wishes. When her father came home, she panicked and hid James inside a cupboard. Hours passed. By the time she opened the door again, James had suffocated. A cautionary tale of love, secrecy, and tragedy. In 16th century Austria, Hans Steininger was famous for his enormous beard, over 4 feet long. Normally, he kept it rolled up in a pouch, but during a sudden fire, he forgot. Running down the stairs, he tripped over it, fell, and broke his neck. His legendary beard was preserved after his death, the very thing that killed him. Francis Bacon, philosopher and pioneer of the scientific method, died while experimenting. On a snowy day, he wondered if freezing could preserve meat. He stuffed a chicken with snow, but caught pneumonia in the process. His curiosity may have changed science, but it also ended his life. Lawyer Clement Vallandigham was defending a man accused of murder. To prove the victim could have shot himself accidentally, he demonstrated with a pistol. But the gun went off, and Vallandigham fatally shot himself. The irony? His client was acquitted. His death literally won the case. Jerome Rodal, founder of a health food empire, once declared on the Dick Cavett show that he intended to live to 100. Minutes later, on stage, he slumped in his chair and died of a heart attack. The episode never aired, but his bizarrely timed death became part of TV legend. Basil Brown, a British health enthusiast, believed in the power of vitamins. He drank nearly a gallon of carrot juice a day and consumed excessive vitamin A. His skin turned orange, and his liver failed. He died in 1974, a victim of over-enthusiasm for healthy living. King Charles II of Navarre was bedridden and ordered a strange treatment. He was wrapped in sheets soaked in brandy. A servant, sewing the sheets closed, tried to cut the thread with a candle. The sheets ignited. The king burned alive in his bed. Medicine turned into a funeral pyre. The Duke of Clarence, brother to King Edward IV, was executed for treason. According to chroniclers, he chose to be drowned in a barrel of Malmsey wine. It's debated whether it really happened, but the story of a royal drowning in luxury was too strange for history to forget. Attila the Hun, feared conqueror of Europe, died not in battle, but on his wedding night. After heavy drinking, he reportedly suffered a massive nosebleed, choked on his own blood, and never woke up. A man who terrorized empires, brought down by his own body. Finally, some deaths look like gods playing practical jokes. Falling coconuts are often cited as killers on tropical islands, rare but possible. Even poisonous fish, puffer or porcupine fish, or bad foraging can kill. Nature sometimes kills in ways that feel bizarre to urban eyes. History's weird deaths remind us that reality can be stranger and darker than fiction. Want sources, archival footage notes, or a longer cut with more cases? Tell me which one you want a deep dive on. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more bizarre history.